So, how do you build that pure, stomach-churning dread in just a few short pages? Well, sometimes the best way to really get it is to just take it apart, piece by terrifying piece. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct this one single, absolutely harrowing chapter of a story and see exactly how the author crafts that tension, from a soldier's first flicker of fear all the way to a truly catastrophic first contact.
And it all kicks off with this one simple but really powerful line. See, right away, we know this isn't just some random faceless soldier in a big Saikai battle. No, this is Aaron. The story immediately grounds us in his personal dream, his lifelong ambition. And with just that one sentence, the stakes are set. We have a real person, or, well, a Vornai, right at the very center of the tragedy we all know is coming.
So, how is the stage set for that feeling of dread? Well, we meet Arkern, and he's not some hardened, stoic veteran. Not at all. He's a rookie, and he's just completely consumed by an emotion we can all relate to: pure fear. He comes from this proud military family, right? He's got this huge legacy to live up to. But here he is, on only his third patrol, and the reality of his dream, well, it's turning out to be absolutely terrifying.
And this is exactly how the story gets us to care, to build that empathy. I mean, look at this. At 87 years old, he's basically a kid for his species. He's got this whole family tradition of service that he is just desperate to live up to. But he's only on his third patrol. That's nothing. He's inexperienced, he's overwhelmed, and he's just plain terrified. It's so clear what the author is doing here, right? They want us to connect with this kid right before it all goes horribly, horribly wrong.
And right here, we get that classic rookie-veteran dynamic just laid out for us so perfectly. On one side, you've got Harren. He's young, it's his third patrol, and get this, his eyes are literally shifting color with how anxious he is. And then on the other side, his squad leader, Kethron. This guy has done this 10,000 times. His focus is like a rock. It's such a powerful contrast, and it does two things. It establishes Kethron's absolute authority, and man, does it set him up to make a fatal mistake.
Okay, so we've got Aaron's internal fear just churning away. And now that feeling gets amplified by the patrol itself. The story kind of zooms out from Aaron's own head and starts building this external environmental tension. The little signs that something is just deeply wrong. And they start to appear really slowly and deliberately. I mean, just the setting itself is designed to make you anxious. They're not marching through some open field. No, they're in a tactical corridor, which is basically a funnel. It's a kill zone. And the only things you can hear are their own footsteps and the low hum of force fields. It's so sterile, so cold, and just claustrophobic. You can almost feel that sense of isolation just building and building. And then, there it is. The first real, concrete sign that something's wrong. And it's not a monster jumping out. It's not some blaring alarm. It's something way more subtle, and honestly, way more unnerving. Their tech is failing. The data is glitching out, and that hints at some kind of presence that just defies their understanding and, more importantly, defies their equipment.
And this is the crucial moment. Kethron, the veteran, just dismisses it. That vast experience, which you'd think would be their biggest asset, actually becomes their biggest liability. He just chalks it up to some routine magnetic anomaly. It's a classic for a reason, right? The expert ignores the warning, and the squad just keeps walking, deeper and deeper into danger.
Okay, this is it. This is the turning point. All those subtle hints, those jittery readings, that's all over now. The unseen threat is about to take physical form, and believe me, it is nothing like what they were prepared for.
And oh man, this is where the author just hits us with some gut-wrenching dramatic irony. See, according to their official intel, the thing they're about to face is a Yelith scout. Threat level low. Just a scout. But that little subtitle, that says it all, doesn't it? The data lied. They're walking into this based on information that isn't just wrong, it's fatally wrong. So now, we get the full reveal. And the story doesn't just throw a monster at us. No, it takes the time to detail exactly why this thing is a living nightmare, why it's something that seems to operate completely outside the known laws of physics and of combat.
I mean, just listen to this description. It's so unsettling. The creature isn't just big, it's described as being geometrically wrong. Its body has an impossible pentagonal symmetry. Its eyes aren't eyes, they're literal voids carved from nothing. This thing isn't just some alien animal. It's a creature that feels like it's breaking reality itself. And that's why these poor soldiers are so completely outmatched.
And this is the mechanic of their doom. It's brilliant and it's terrifying. So the soldiers do what they're trained to do. They fire everything they have. We're talking plasma, kinetic weapons, sonic cannons, the works. But the creature doesn't block it, it doesn't dodge it, it just absorbs it. It takes all of their power, all of their violence, and then it just hands it right back to them, refracted into one single, perfect, deadly beam. Their greatest strength is literally turned against them. And now the narrative just pulls in super tight. The focus shifts entirely back to Aaron for the climax. So we're not watching a battle anymore, we are right there with him, experiencing this horrifying and yet strangely beautiful death right through his own eyes. And this, what a haunting final thought. As this perfect beam of energy forms, the thing that's about to kill him, Arn's mind doesn't go to terror, it goes to awe. He thinks, it's beautiful. And that just captures the mesmerizing, otherworldly horror of this thing, doesn't it? It's so alien, so perfect in the way it kills, that his very last thought is about its terrible beauty.
And what makes this so utterly horrifying is that he's conscious for it. This is not a quick, merciful death. No, he feels his own body changing. He feels his heart and his lungs hardening into solid crystal. He feels his memories, his mother, his sister, his home, his entire identity just extinguishing. He doesn't die in a blast of fire. He dies in a slow, silent, perfect transformation into a statue.
Okay, so from that incredibly personal moment of horror, the story pulls back out again. Now we get to see the devastating aftermath, the wider implications of what just happened, all through the eyes of the lone survivor. The body count is delivered with such brutal simplicity. 4. Not 4 killed, 4 transformed. They weren't just wiped from existence, they were replaced by these things. And against those 4, there's just one survivor. That single number just hammers home Kethron's absolute isolation, the sheer, total annihilation of his squad. He's the only one left. The only one left to tell the tale. And the scene that's left behind, it's just so peaceful, and that's what's so horrifying about it. The creature is gone, there's no blood, there's no wreckage, no scorch marks. There are just 4 perfect, silent statues where living, breathing soldiers once stood. That contrast between the violence of what happened and the serene aftermath, it is profoundly disturbing. And the whole chapter ends on this one whispered, broken transmission, and it's from Kethron, the guy who's seen 10,000 patrols. All that confidence is just shattered. His words, they're not a report. They're part prayer, part warning. This wasn't just some skirmish. This was an announcement. And the final question it just leaves hanging in the air is, what in the world comes next?